it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Mac Wilson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing, Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Joey Sly lining up for the...
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by...
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanchez. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's second.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Panthers 14, Browns 7.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins. It's a screen to Richard. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
4-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 40 now on second down. Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something like there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. It's our time. 54.
Throwing again. Haskins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Bridgewater now from the 50. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Haskins on third down. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Haskins. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. it's Haskins. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Haskins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
59, Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59. Oh, you got deep? Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Haskins going to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know.
And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
28.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Bridgewater. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Grant Delpit. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Bridgewater now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Riley Harrison. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Complete to number 80,
Jarvis Landry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Makes the score Panthers.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater to throw it. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The 23-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now Haskins on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And the Browns first down.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Number 25.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any... Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Pull it together. Check 99.
Delta. Get wild now.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ain't no such thing as a left.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing is Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with Pope again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
And the Browns 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Pope. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
They go play action with Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns yards in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
3-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 14-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 2.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Bridgewater. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Browns.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's just me and you.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Others take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater here to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And his kick is right through.
Panthers 56, Browns 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
So on the coverage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One final shot for Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going